This episode is brought to you by Fuli Gemstones. Welcome to If Jewels Could Talk. I'm Carol Woolton, the voice of jewellery. And today we've got a wonderful episode coming to you from China. So I thought we'd talk this morning. I'm very delighted to welcome Miss Du Yang, who is an ex-Miss China, and she's an entrepreneur, and she's an influencer and founder of many social media platforms. Yang, thank you very much for joining us from China today.
Thank you, Carol. Thank you. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, that's a pleasure. I can see, and our listeners will be able to see, because we're going to put this on YouTube and our social media, that you've got some really beautiful earrings on this morning. And I wanted to talk to you about Chinese style. So why don't we start with your earrings?
This earring is special designed by my friend Esme, because I prefer the jewelry that's more meaningful. This pair of earring is commemorate the birth of my son and daughter. So the whole creativity was handled by my best friend, and it also have the birth information of my children behind the earring. I can take it off.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, so the main stone is peridot, and the diamonds all around, and it's the gold craftsmanship is like the sun, because in Chinese, yang means the sunshine. So that's what my best friend think of me. So it's like sunshine, and behind the earring is the little footstep of my children. So it's very meaningful for me.
So nice.
From my best friend. Yes.
Oh, and I guess that's the sunshine for you as your children.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the peridot is like the God's protection, 保护神.
Yeah, amulet.
Amulet. So they are just like to protect my children to the whole life. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's what you have on today. But I wanted to know from you, Yang, is there what you would call a general young Chinese style right now?
Mm-hmm. So I would say the young generation style is diversity, because the logistics and social medias here in China are right up there with the best in the world, meaning whatever your style happens to be, there always be something that fits you. So and it will land on your doorstep within 1 to 3 days. Since last year, the old money style is on. The low-key color, the clean-cut designs, which I prefer that. At the same time, China chic is the hype for the young generation. Inspired by different Chinese dynasties are very popular, like dress, makeup, accessories. The new Chinese style is getting more attention. Like yesterday, I went to Hangzhou to be a part of Taobao event. Taobao is like Amazon abroad. So the most important part of the event is like a China chic show. The girls wearing the Tang Dynasty dresses, and like last year, I also organized an event that gathered ladies from more than 50 countries to relive the Daughter's Day back in Tang Dynasty. Involved more than 20,000 participants on site, and more than hundreds of million viewers online. So really, the new Chinese style is getting more attention. And I don't know if you meet someone in London, they're dressing like traditional Chinese costume.
That's so interesting. So it's not so brand-led, because all the brands were so keen, as we've known over the last few years, to brand China and bring their particular individual style. So you're saying young women are really now more influenced by their own cultural dress.
Yes, and the designer will design by old culture, makes the new, like cut new
in a modern way.
In a modern way, yeah.
I see. So they're adapting it.
Yeah.
And so when was the Tang dynasty? What years was that?
It's from the year of 618 year.
And for how long did it go on? So 618 AD.
历史 289.
Okay, so they're looking at very ancient style.
Exactly.
And what was the style then? That was very traditional. What would women wear?
Well, actually, at Tang Dynasty, China is the most powerful country in the world. So in Tang Dynasty, people were very open mind. It's not very, everything clothes. It's just to show the ladies' confidence.
Beautiful body.
Very beautiful. You could show your shoulders, you could show your arms, legs, everything. So at that dynasty, all the countries come to China to share the cultures at the dynasty. So actually, Chinese are very proud for Tang Dynasty.
Beautiful silks and different colors.
Exactly.
Long dresses.
Yes. And
did they wear a lot of...
wear a lot of accessories. And the Silk Road, 丝路嘛，丝绸之路.
Yes.
And the Silk Road is from Tang Dynasty.
Because everybody wanted the Chinese silk.
Yeah, right.
And they wore a lot of hairpins, jeweled hairpins at that time.
Yes, a lot of jewelry all around the body. So so at the Daughter's Day, I just mentioned before, the ladies, they wear a lot of jewelries and also peridot jewelry. At Daughter's Day, yeah.
Not jade.
Well, jade.
Peridot.
Yes, like me, for me, now I'm not wearing jade, but it's like a protection from, it's like more like a gift. My jade is from the family's gift because they sent me, like, protect me the whole life. So I don't wear it now, but I have jade. But actually this year, the jade come back. The jade style is on. Because a lot of celebrities, they wear jade. Yeah, they wear jade and jadiant jewelry. So it become more like fashionable. And I also asked one of my friend who is the second generation for jade business. She told me jade is amazing. But only to a certain age and with a certain life experience to be able to read and appreciate. And jade collection not only need aesthetics but also strength. For most of people to have aesthetic strength, basically have to be after 35-year-old. She told me that. Like for example, I told you the top celebrity Yang Mi, who is I don't think talk her age. She is a 37-year-old. For her
God says she's old.
Yeah, no. She's not old. But for her every recent public appearance, she wear new Chinese style and also the jade. So that brought,
because jade is
very
jade
expensive.
Is
right.
very expensive, but has always been associated with love and success in China, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And newborns are given jade, aren't they? Aren't they given a jade bangle as a newborn to protect them and to have a good life?
We prefer to give the newborn gold bracelets or silver bracelets and 金锁
golden lock.
Golden lock or a silver lock. to the newborn.
When I was in Shanghai, I went into a few jewelry stores and they had like golden pigs. They said that was a sign of good luck for newborns. They gave newborns golden pigs.
Oh, really? Because in my mind, the golden pig is for the wedding. You know, when
it's for the wedding.
A family.
Oh, it's for the wedding.
Yeah, it's for the wedding. Oh, yeah. If the newborn is a girl, maybe they will.
Oh, if the newborn's a girl, or for
her.
a wedding.
Yeah.
And for a wedding for good luck and prosperity. That's so interesting. So you're saying, basically, young Chinese girls are going away from the traditional jade wearing idea. That's for a slightly post 30 women, and younger women are choosing that green color but in peridot.
Yeah, the peridot or emeralds, I think. The green, but actually, jade has so many different colors. There's white, there's green, there's purple, and something
Yellow.
green, something yellow and gray. So now there are more and more fashionable design jade in the market. So the young generation could also buy the small piece of the jade for like their jewelry.
So that's bringing them back into that culture.
Yeah, right.
And that's interesting because if they're wanting to show their culture through dress and go back to the Tang dynasty, I guess they're always going to want to have jade as well. Yes.
Yeah, right. So we say that young generations are so fall in love with the Chinese culture again.
That's fantastic, isn't it? Because there was at the beginning when the brands were coming out and opening lots of stores, they were buying quite branded jewelry. And now are they supporting Chinese designers and artists?
Yeah. Last year, I interviewed a lot Chinese jewelry designer. They all designed jade and also the gemstones. So now the Chinese designer, they use jade or other color gemstones in their designs. They use both. And jade is one of the main stones. Use it as a main stones. So more and more modern designs come in our market now.
Yes, and I see it in London too, because when I go to the Royal College of Art or Central St Martin's, there are a lot of Chinese students who are studying jewellery, and I presume they come back then and start brands once they've trained. So that's nice.
Yeah, that's nice.
So you have a new generation of Chinese designers.
Wing Su. She's so cute, and she designs the jewelry as Candy. Do you know?
Okay.
Do you know her?
Candy
Wing Su.
Yes.
Wing Su. She design her design is very creativity. So I love her so much. Yeah.
And what do you look for in a piece of jewelry? I mean, you've obviously got your emotional attachment to those earrings, but when you're buying, A, where do you go and buy? And B, what do you look for?
The special meanings, as I said before, and beautiful stones and creativity and craftsmanship, all what I'm looking for. Because recently, part of my jewelry collection is the vintage jewelry, like from Bulgari jewelry from the 70s and the 80s, which are really hot now in the vintage market. Because they represent an era of jewelry craftsmanship and are a record of culture, I think. So I love it so much. And for me personally, I feel like I found my own style, so I don't have to change different styles of jewelry every day. So I prefer more meaningful jewelry, which I guess could resonate with lots of people. And I'm in my 30s, so I prefer something simple but significant. They should carry meanings. I could resonate with the jewelry that born before me, and I prefer this timeless connection. So that's why I love vintage jewelry. And also for buying jewelry online or face-to-face with jewelry is all possible. Because more and more jewelers in China have their own social media platform where they share their production informations every day. So if you spot on something you like, you can private message with them for a chat. And once you decide to buy, you can either deliver it. They can either deliver it to your home or send it first to an independent appraisal service that's check it composition and all the details before it goes to you.
Do they check the stones? Do they check the stones as well?
Yeah. Exactly. Check the stones, diamonds, and the gold, everything, every details you can see on the pictures online. So where whatever you buy, you can choose yourself. You can told her to send it directly to your home or to the independence service. And for special customized pieces, I would meet the jeweler in person, but actually lots of customized design can be sorted out online too. They will talk to you every details. So you can see the model, you can see the draft and see the model, and then to the factory, and then the final jewelry. And you can also talk to the jeweler to fix it a little bit, of course. So it's very, convenient for us to buy online.
So you think people really are going to shops less?
Yes, but if personally, I really don't have that much time to go the shops. But if I really want something or it's really expensive, I will go to the shops to feel it, touch it, and really face to face to try it. Yeah.
I see. So over a certain amount, you'd go to the shop, but below a certain amount. But that's great. You've got these independent appraisals, because then it's very safe buying on social media or online. Yeah. Makes it very safe.
Yes.
And where do you buy vintage? Where do you buy vintage from?
Well, actually, I buy vintage online, and the store is in Japan, because a lot of jewelers all over the world, they all have their social media page on the social media platform here in China. So I only need to sit at home and to see the jewelry all over the world, you know.
The red platform you described as the little red book, that it's very important.
Women use the little red book as a dictionary. You can check everything.
It's like a reference point that you can find any product that you're interested in.
Yes. So girls love to use that to check everything. So the posts are usually more beautiful than the other platform. The visual one, the visual of the platform. So the girls love to use it to share their daily life, to check everything, and the compliment. 评论怎么说 comments and the comments are very friendly, because most of the users are girls, so girls helps girls, I think. So the whole environment of the platform is very comfortable for the girls. So if if a brand come into China, we will suggest them to come into red first because, like if the brand is for the girls, you have to into some place that your users are there. But if you want to do something that let more people know about it, so you could go to Douyin or Kuaishou or other platforms that most of Chinese are there.
So what is the store in Japan? What is that called?
The Ginza. The Ginza.
Oh, Ginza.
The store
Okay.
is in the Ginza.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's where you get your vintage.
Yeah.
That's so
But
interesting.
because last 3 years I can't go, I can't go abroad. So I can only watch or see the information online. So that's why I buy it online. And I think the last 3 years, the pandemic is helps the online grow. The online business grows.
Yes.
So yes.
I think you're definitely more advanced at buying on social media platforms and Instagram because you buy very directly. Mm-hmm. And I think you've been involved in some of this, haven't you, Yang? Because you've founded some platforms. Will you tell us how it works? Because we don't have it in exactly the same way.
I would like to share our collaboration case with Fully Gemstones back in December last year. We partnered up with a Chinese singer who's passionate about jewelry and customized over 150 sets of peridot jewelry.
What's the singer's name?
Jijie. He's very famous 10 years before. And this year, he's more like a businessman. And he do the live stream show on Taobao. Just I mentioned, it's like the Amazon.
And how many followers does he have?
4 million followers, yes. So we did the collaboration. The average piece range was between 350 to 500 pounds. So I could show you the jewelry.
Oh, yes.
So this is the ring. This is the ring. And this is the necklace. And this is the pair of the
So very
earring.
pretty, very simple, easy to wear.
Very simple. And all the stones are peridots.
Mm-hmm. And so
the main stone and the other
you
stones.
made how many pieces? And that sold out?
So we prepared 150 sets of the jewelry, and shockingly, they were sold out within the first minutes of going live.
Wow.
So it's just sold out. But during this project, we designed the jewelry by knowing the KOL's fan demographics. After prototyping and getting everyone's approval, we listed them for sale and only started production post-launch. Within around 7 days, we managed to get certificates and deliver the items. Customers were generally receiving their purchases within 10 days or so. So this kind of fast-paced jewelry supply chain business is growing very fast. I think it's not only, the supply chain business is not only for the jewelry, but also for so many different kind of
products,
industries, like clothes, like makeup, like skincare.
Right.
So it's very fast here in China, and it helps brands cut costs significantly while ensuring customers receive what they want at a lightning speed. And this approach has really shaken up the traditional way of doing business.
Mm-hmm. And there's no waste because you're producing what you've sold. So there's no waste along the way.
Right. Yes. And we always and we also give them service to, like the ring. We could give them the service to change the size of the ring for one time. So if they wear the ring not not fit them, they could also change for the size one time.
So what else does DG sell on his platform? What other kind of products?
Well, actually, he sell the products all about his life.
Oh, really?
Like the clothes, like jewelry. Yeah, and also he loved the jade.
And like kitchenware, would he
All kinds
sell
of
kitchenware or makeup or?
Not makeup because he doesn't do the makeup, but like the bags, the clothes, the snacks.
Snacks.
Yeah, snacks.
And the snacks,
Food.
and
All kinds of categories.
Yeah, all kinds of categories.
That's amazing. So all his fans and followers really trust his judgment then. So they hitch on to a celebrity, they trust their judgment, and then they buy things from him. And do they get a special discount from him or for following? What do they get?
Actually, they have discount. So, like if I buy something from the celebrities, the discount is better than the official page of the brand. So it's more like a branding, and also they sell them products. So it's good for the brand.
I guess the nearest thing we have to is Goop. I suppose the Gwyneth Paltrow site where she sells all kinds of things. And if people like Gwyneth Paltrow and follow her, they're going to presumably like the products she endorses. So I suppose that's the most similar, but it doesn't work on that very, very fast pace. And it's not made specifically to be delivered to customers. That's been a great success. So I guess what the next thing is that you do another collection with him.
Yes, and this year we will repeat this business model this year to cooperate with more celebrities and the agency. Yeah.
Okay, so do you have any in mind? I mean, are they all singers or actresses?
I can't tell you. 他们我今年
Yeah, it's a secret.
Yeah, that's a secret. But
Business secret.
yeah, that's a secret. But yeah, we will do that this year. So please, looking forward.
Well, when you know, you can tell us, and then we can let everybody know. And do they have to be passionate about jewelry, or does it matter? Are they just stylish people?
I think it's depend on the KOL because actually KOL is like the buyer for their followers. So the followers believe him or her. So if they very keen on the jewelry, the followers will love it, will buy it. But if he or she just do it as a collaboration, as a just simple collaboration, the followers will not buy it. So that's why we do this collaboration very successful, and there are of course some collaboration failure for other brands. So choose the right KOL is very important.
Right. And I guess this is very different when all the big brands were rushing to China. They would be selling to the Chinese in a very different way. They would just want them to come to their stores and buy traditionally. And you're saying that that's really not a very successful model anymore.
From my partner or experiences, they all shut down the stores this year because now people love to buy online because the logistics here in China is very, convenient. So we need some stores to touch the product, but not that much. So we only we go to the restaurant.
I see. We
go to the restaurant, but we don't have time to shop it. Actually, really, that's true because China is
you're working
so
too hard.
Yeah, China is so.
And so, have any of the Western brands tried to find a celebrity influencer to work like this? Have any of them? Have Louis Vuitton, for instance?
Yes. So around 2020, LVMH find an KOL to collaborate to post their new collection and to buy it. But around 2020, actually the live stream and online shopping is not much developed with now. So at that time, the collaboration was totally fell. Not look good, not selling well, and not introduced very well.
So they chose the wrong celebrity.
Yeah, they chose the wrong celebrity. But actually, the celebrity is doing very well on skincare now. So if the skincare brand to choose her to do the live stream, it will be a success. But LVMH was the bag and clothes, right? So
fashion costume.
Fashion clothes. So she's not the right person.
Not the right person. And have any of the Western brands tried this with jewelry through a live stream platform?
Western brand, I don't think. No. I don't think they. I don't think. But I saw some collaboration with KOL to do the short video, and you spot on the short video, then go to their official page. 你知道我说的是什么吗？我刚刚这样表述可以吗？ Okay. So not sell it directly, because I know the huge jewelry brand, they want to make their customers to go down the stores, but actually the 转化不是很好，怎么说？
But you're all too busy.
Yeah, so it's not goes very well, but for branding it's okay because the KOL's short video are so beautiful and very fashionable, and people love to watch. But if they spot on it and then go to their official page, they don't have the, the heart will cool down for buying.
That's a lovely way of saying it. The heart will cool down.
Right. So
you have to keep them hot. You have to keep them hot.
Yeah. Right. So a lot of Chinese jewelry brand, like Zhou Dafu. Chow Tai Fu. Like Chow Tai Fu.
Oh, Chow Tai Fu. I've been to many of their stores.
Yeah.
Yes.
They do a lot of live stream collaboration online. Like small pieces, gold jewelry, necklace, earring, rings. They did a lot. So they are always successful in China.
Well, they're like a sort of a Chinese family jeweler, aren't they? Really, Chow Tai Fu.
Wow.
I think.
Also, which kind of style do you prefer?
Which style do?
Yeah.
Of Chinese jewelry or jewelry totally?
There's different. Are they different?
Well, I think so, because of your love of jade, and we don't wear so much jade here, and pigs. We don't wear so many pigs. But I know that's just a piece to have and keep. It's like a christening present. Like we give children maybe their first little string of pearls as a christening present, or a little coral bracelet, or something like that. We tend to do that. But I like the fact that people there are so aware of the price of gold, the value of gold. And when I was visiting some Chow Tai Fu stores, people came in on a daily basis to weigh their gold and maybe trade some in, buy something different. They're very, very active, very actively buying jewelry, and not sort of high jewelry, but just everyday jewelry. And I really love that. The jewelry stores, when I was visiting, this was a few years ago, maybe before the social media platforms and before COVID, they were very active, very buzzy, people coming in and out. And they had these brilliant sales tools where if you just put a piece of jewelry on it, it would give you all the information just like that. You know, the stone weight, the price, what was the content of the piece of jewelry. Very, very clever. But I guess your celebrities do that.
Yeah, there's a cool saying going around among young generation in China. They say that a real Chinese awakening is all about buying gold. So, the young generation love gold very much.
Well, they've bet on a good sure bet as the gold price goes up and up. So they're smart. So really, I think, the message here is that people coming to China really need to understand the Chinese market because it works differently.
Right.
And you can so easily get it wrong.
Mm-hmm.
And people obviously are very loyal to their particular celebrity they've chosen. So if you follow Gigi...
I don't follow Gigi, but I'm a friend of him.
Well, let's not tell him that. You better start following him. But I guess if you are very loyal to him, obviously not you, Yang, you're not loyal to yourself. But
Sorry.
his loyal followers, I guess they don't swap around celebrities. If you're with one, do you just follow them or do you follow quite a few? Do people in general follow a few celebrities?
Well, actually, people followed a lot KOL because they always can find some like a similar feeling with different KOL. Like makeup, I can follow one KOL, and for the styling, I can follow the other. So every different fields, there are a lot of a good KOL in that major. So. And
right.
for the loyalty, like Gigi's follower is very loyalty to him because, as I mentioned, he did the live stream, like 5 years ago. And so far, the followers from the very beginning until now. So they very believe Gigi. But now there are some KOL merging. So they just, come to the.
Because there's always new KOL coming all the time, so people will select from different KOL. They want loyal only for one person.
Yeah.
But I guess, they're going to follow people with the most followers. And you have to have a certain amount of followers. Otherwise, some of the people won't want to sell their products because they know they have to reach a certain amount of people.
Actually, there are some very small KOL, but if the KOL is very, very professional on the field, like on makeup or jewelry, even though he or she has thousands of followers, it makes sense. So it's not about the amount of the followers, but it's very about how they
present it.
Yeah.
Do you think young Chinese girls would follow a Western celebrity like that?
Of course, I love Taylor Swift.
They would. Okay. If she suddenly said, you have to buy this shade of lipstick or you have to buy this ring, would you buy that?
Probably yes.
Well, she's rich enough. I don't think she needs to do that.
Right.
So they would. So they.
Yeah. So they would. Like celebrity, I think celebrity has two can. One can is she or he like a model that she or he like a dream life. You want to live their lives. So one kind of celebrity is like that, and the other kind of celebrity is like they're really professional in some fields. So if I am a designer, I just introduce all the designs I've done. So the followers are very easily to believe they're professional and will buy it very easily. I think, yeah. So it's different.
And all these celebrities, are they all on one major platform?
Well, no. Actually, there are Douyin, 快手, Red, 微博,
Taobao.
Okay. So is red one of the biggest?
Well, actually, Douyin is the biggest. But most users of red are women. So now brand love to be in red first.
I see.
Yeah.
And is there a young Chinese designer that you think we should all be looking at their work at the moment? Is there someone that you really like?
I love, they are not young. A lot of Chinese jewelry designer, they are more and more famous, not only in China, but also abroad. I like such as Sun Qing, Hu Wenyuan, and Owen Xu, each with their own styles, because their styles are so different. They are all designed something very traditional and and something very fashionable and modern. So I love them so much. Like Sun Qian, she's so good at design something gold with other gemstones. So it's very beautiful.
Are there any sort of Chinese part of Chinese culture that you adhere to, that you think is important for you in dress or jewelry or lifestyle?
First is that I mentioned before, is the gold. Young generation loves gold very much. And it's called Chinese awakening. So everyone buys gold. And the other one, it's, in fact, myself very much is to drink tea. So China has, So China has a lot of, has a long history about, the tea culture. So, we have very traditional ways to drink tea, the Kung Fu tea, and very fashionable, like milk tea. I think, in all the Chinatown all over the world, they have the milk tea stores. So it's very, fashionable, modern in the young generation.
We do have a tea culture in common, that's for sure. Mm-hmm. We drink a lot of tea over here. We call it builder's tea. So I don't know why, but it means you like it really strong. So you get that sort of caffeine hit. So all you taste is tea. But maybe we need some flavors in that. When I come Yang, we'll have a tea ceremony together.
Yeah!
In China.
Please. I'm so looking forward to that.
And so, Yang, what new trends do you see coming through in jewelry?
Well, in terms of jewelry aesthetics and craftsmanship, I'm no expert. But what I can see is that with the development of global logistics and social medias, there's going to be a whole new game for jewelry brands. Right from how they establish themselves, the channels they use to sell, to the way they get quick feedback on designs. It's all set for a major shakeup. So it's totally different now. So yeah, I think this is what I see the new trends on different industries trends.
So in a way, then buyers are going to set the trends more than the fashion designers, more than designers, because they're going to be asking for what they want. Yes, so they'll be pushing the design into what they want rather than designers coming up with new ideas. Is that what you're saying?
Actually, I think last month I met Steven Webster.
He's been a guest on our podcast a couple of times.
Well, I'm so looking forward. And, her designs is all about Western culture, the 7 deadly sins, which I love them so much. I interviewed him in Shanghai. Because he had a design collaborate with Fully Gemstones. So I interviewed him. And he knows a lot of Chinese culture. Mm. So it's very interesting.
And do you see any of that culture coming through into his designs?
Yes, he designed a lot, like a ring of his the 7 deadly sin is a pile of coin. So abroad, the coin is 7, but in China, there are 8 coins on the ring, because in Chinese culture, it means rich. 8 means rich. So he put 8 coins on the ring. And this year is the year of the dragon. So he designed a ring with a pearl and a dragon. So he really knows a lot with Chinese culture. Make Chinese more like his design. So I think it's very interesting that, a creativity design, it could break the culture gap. So even though the 7 deadly sins is from the Western, we all love it in the East. So I think the creativity makes sense. So we will love the good design, but how they produce the jewelry, the production will change by the new technique.
The sales and delivery.
Yeah, right.
You like good design, but the sales and delivery is changing hugely.
Yes.
And that is something that's coming as a new way to buy.
Yes.
So when you're doing your collaborations, do you go to choose the stones? Do you go to a mine to choose the stones?
Oh, yes.
Where do you go?
I went to the Peridot mine last year around July. Around July. So that's why I think that's the most reason why I love Peridot, because I went to the Changbaishan mine. Was my very first time to visit a mine. The environment was so nice, because before that visit, all I know about mine is something very dangerous. But after this trip, I do believe the whole process of Peridot is very safe and secure, because the mine is just flat and you can walk in, and Peridot is all around you, shining like stars.
Could you see it in the rock?
Yeah, on the rock. So it's very funny how I seem to have developed a special bond with Peridot after this trip, because when I walk through the mine, I marvel at the feeling of traveling back in time when I see all of these materials were gathered together and a known number of billions of years ago, and how much pressure, temperature, time it took for us to see it. Now, it's kind of interesting to have this kind of empathy, something that I didn't have before, looking at all the gorgeous cut gem and jewelry. Not only with all these great feelings.
And what is the country like around the mine? It's in the mountains, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a mountain.
Is it beautiful?
Very beautiful around green. The forest. The mine is in the forest, and it takes almost an hour from the city center to the mine. But it's worth to go, really.
Did you see, aren't there tigers in the Changbai Mountains?
No, of course not.
There is something.
There are tigers on the mountain, but not that place, because it's very dangerous. So I think they are protected in the field.
So if you worked with another stone, would you go and visit that mine as well?
Yeah, I would love to, because it's very interesting. It's very interesting to find how the stones, where's the stones and how it
forming,
yeah, and how it cut then shine on the jewelry. So it's very interesting trip, and I would love to more.
And I guess that makes it easier for people to talk about the stones on when they're doing their live streams. So do you think GJ should go and visit the mine when he's
of course.
selling?
There are a lot of kind of live stream is for finding how the products make. Produced. Like if a live stream is selling the clothes, they will live stream the whole process
of the whole process.
Yes, they will live the whole process, like designing, like the producing, and then coming to the market. So they will live streaming the whole.
I see, the whole story.
Yeah. Yes. So that makes followers more build up their
and confident in what they're buying.
Yeah.
That's very interesting. Well, we look forward to seeing more of what you do. And thank you very much indeed for sharing this little glimpse into Chinese style and the jewelry industry in China.
Thank you very much for this questions, and I really have a great time to talking with you. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. And thank you very much for joining us. Thank you for listening. For this and other episodes of If Jewels Could Talk, please go to our website, carolwoolton.com/podcasts. Please share it any way you can, and we love to have a rating or a comment. We're also on YouTube. You can find us there, and you can find me at Carol Woolton on Instagram. Join me again in 2 weeks for the next Jeweled Nugget, and I'm going to hand the floor over to you. I'm so grateful for your support and for everyone listening, and our If Jewels Could Talk community growing around the world. And I want to hear from you, please. Anything you want to know, any questions from the previous episodes, anything about jewelry designers, stones, diamonds, what's happening, modern jewelers, just like anything, I would love to hear. And I'm going to answer them on our special end of season finale. Not that we're going away for long, but get those questions in. And thank you for listening. Bye-bye. If Jewels Could Talk with Carol Woolton is produced by Natasha Cowan, music and editing by Tim Thornton, graphics by Scott Bentley, illustration by Jordi Labanda. You can find our sponsors at fullygemstones.com and me at carolwoolton.com.